Hi guys, this is completely out of my comfort zone. I've never done a video where I just shared my heart and sang, and I really have been feeling led to do this lately. So today I got some time. My boys are playing in the room and I can keep it a little quiet, so it's kind of nice. But I'm already like bawling before I was thinking about what I was going to say. Past 4 or 5 months, it's just been really a learning process for me, and God's really just taken me through steps of teaching in certain areas of my life. And I've shared some of this with personal friends, but I've never publicly shared it lately. And so this is a stretchy moment for me. But one thing that God's really just been teaching my heart is what true worship is. And I'll be playing, at home, thanks to Sister Debbie teaching me piano. I've learned to pick that up, and so I've been playing a lot of songs at home and just, worshiping God and just taking that time just to be with Him. And, it was hard because right now I'm just going through a time of change. And one day God asked me, He's like, what if this is all you did for the rest of your life? And it broke my heart. And I was like, you know what, God? If all I did for the rest of my life was sit and worship You, just one-on-one in my home, that would be enough. Because my heart, my true heart, is worship. And although I love corporate worship with the church and being around others and just being in that unity that we should be doing on a weekly basis, on a regular basis. I think God wanted to get me to that point where I was just down at ground zero and got me back to the basics, And so, anyways, I really have just been enjoying my one-on-one time with God, and I pray that I just continue growing into the woman that He's called me to be, and just take it one day at a time. Anyways, I woke up with this song in my head, His Eyes on the Sparrow, and I am not a professional singer at all, but I just wanted to read this scripture and share the song, and I just pray that it encourages at least one person's heart. I know a lot of wives where they have to deal with months and months of time of their husbands being gone, and you go through times where especially as a military wife, sometimes you need a break. You're gonna wring your head, and there's times that you're lonely, you're missing your husband, or I have other friends that are going through life changes and they've had things that really hit them hard. And I just pray that the simplicity of this scripture and the song would just hit home, that talks about the sparrows and how it's just a simple little bird. And if you look at a sparrow, it's really not nothing spectacular. It's not like a cardinal where it's really pretty or anything, And I think God, He talks about how, like, if He cares for the sparrow, how much does He care for us? And it's easy when we go through those times that we feel like maybe God's being silent, or we're not getting answers that maybe we're hoping to get a lot sooner, because it doesn't seem like God's always in a hurry. We can get discouraged and we think, God, where are You at? Or how come You're not answering? Why are You leaving me out to dry? And that's where, for me, God has really encouraged me to get into that word. And, when you're discouraged, you read these scriptures and it's like, okay, God, You may be silent right now, but that does not mean that I'm hanging dry. It just means I gotta sit and wait a little longer. And that You have my plans taken care of, and You have the details working out. It's just a matter of me to continue to trust in You and walking in that path. So, anyways, Luke 12, verses 6 and 7, it says, 5 sparrows are sold for only 2 pennies, but God does not forget any of them. But God even knows how many hairs you have on your head. Don't be afraid. You are worth much more than many sparrows. And why should I feel discouraged? And why should the shadows come? Why should my heart feel lonely and long for heaven and home? When Jesus is my portion, a constant friend is He. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches over me. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. And I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches over me. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. Take heart and keep holding on. He'll take care of you. Thank you.